The environment does shape who we are.
The royal family certainly has a unique way of seeing and thinking about the world.
But should she stay center stage, it's curtains for our crew.
How do you mean?
If anything were to happen to Princess Ophelia, the entire country, from cowherd to king, would be out for our blood. The anti-Valkyria squad's fate now hinges on Her Highness.
That reminds me, I heard an interesting rumor. Seems people think the princess has a special power. That is the reason we're able to win against Ruse.
I hear they've been calling our unit the Princess Platoon. Were you aware of that, Captain?
Whatever.
Ow!
Don't be saying petty crap like that. I agree.
At first, I could tell she was just speaking from the soul. But by the end, her head truly caught up with her heart.
Yes. Well, the princess is always keen on showing her empathy for the people of Jutland.
Why hold your applause now? 'Tis the war you've waited for.
And why did you applaud? You were against the war, were you not?
That ship is sailed. Now I must with utmost haste rebuild the bridges these battles have burnt. And so I clap for the princess's passion, even as I weep inwardly to see Her Highness bearing arms.
It seems His Majesty has accepted it.
Royalty does as royalty wills. Far be it from servants such as we to question the wishes of the crown. But mark my words, I shall employ every last ounce of my parliamentary prowess to put an end to this war.
We'll advance our pieces further. As the winter goes on, the Empire will be able to mobilize less and less. Let's proceed heading north at once. Our target is the Imperial colony of Avaloon. We'll destroy the sectors of their Ragnite industry.
Let me get this straight. We cut off their Ragnite supply, then hit their weapon stockpiles.
Correct. Avaloon presently functions as the Empire's armory. The majority of the citizens work in the industrial zone. After the country was made into a colony, Claudius built an infrastructure to give the people work and a place to live.
Giving the Emperor a pretty high approval rating, I hear.
But it's all a lie, isn't it? He completely cuts them off from the outside world and makes it sound like a utopia. There's no personality. Everything's been standardized. They've forgotten how to think for themselves. I've gone there several times for work, and to be blunt, the people all seem dead inside.
That'll change once Jutland wins. We're going to liberate them.
What confidence. Still, that's you to a T.
Has our boy Saul ever been sheepish?
Oh, I remember. At the orphanage, toward Miss Maria.
That's quite enough.
Oh, someone's embarrassed.
Not at all.
Aren't you being sheepish right now?
Hey, get a room, you two.
Yikes.
Is something on your mind, Amulet? You've been quiet this whole time.
Wondering when the Valkyria will show up.
That is a concern. The Empire hasn't deployed it yet.
Guess Jutland means that little to the Rux. They think they can beat us without playing the ace up their sleeve.
The Empire must know about the anti-Valkyria squad. Maybe they're just being cautious.
If I were the Emperor, I wouldn't hesitate to use it. Once winter comes, their military muscle will be useless. But the snow won't stop the Valkyria.
Amlet, if it appears, will you be able to bring it down this time?
Yes. It's why we created this weapon, created the squad.
Very well. Let's begin then. To prepare for our operation on Avalon, we must first gather recent intel on the area.
So my turn then.
Yes. Please contact your informant.
Got it. But right now he's commanding the troops at the Tamir Road blockade. As it is, I don't know when he'll return to the Empire.
For an Imperial officer and a married man, that boy toy of yours sure won the mistress lottery. Why not pay him a little visit on the job, Vi? Be all like, "Oh my darling, I couldn't wait to see you," or something.
I am not that kind of woman. That goes for both me and my other persona.
Then we'll have to drive him back.
Let's try it. Tamir Road is one of the main paths that connect the Empire to Upsiria, but that blockade overextends the battlefront. They should withdraw if we inflict a sufficient amount of damage.
And if they stick around, they'll be surrounded and sieged.
That location has no value that's worth losing your lives over, unless the commander is exceptionally incompetent.
That won't be a problem. He's pretty amazing.
Oh, really? Well, he won't stand a chance against Am. You got this. Kick his ass as hard as you can without actually killing him.
Got it. We'll go to Tamir Road. I'll tell the others it's a scouting operation.
I'll hide in the Imperial capital and wait for my informant to return.
Be careful, Violet. Now that we're in a state of war, the importance of intel on Imperial territory will increase. By the same token, they'll be on alert, and security will be tighter than before. Plan accordingly beforehand. This is a crucial moment going forward. Our collaboration and exchange of intel must remain a secret more than ever.
Guess I better get to work too.
Another anonymous flyer?
No, a letter this time. To the editor, stating that liberation is coming.
Ophelia met with her former instructor, whom she highly respected, my great-great-grandmother Charlotte Laudrup. There, Charlotte spoke about an incident that had occurred during Amlet's orphanage days.
This is the only lead we found.
Right.
The orphanage that burned to the ground. So that's what happened to the captain before he was adopted. And yet, there's no record of it.
Perhaps there is more to this mystery.
There may be. Let's look into it.
Oh? But I thought there were no records.
None that are public.
The names etched here continue to grow. So His Imperial Majesty plans to carve the name of every soldier who has fallen, including the lower ranks. Mine too will be etched here if I die. I've sworn loyalty to the Emperor, but does my heart lie with Rose? Or does it lie with Upsiria?
Placing Maxime in the seat of a Grand General. His Majesty is acting unusual.
Nah, this has Claudius written all over it. And at least he's keeping things interesting.
Even if Maxime's useful, he isn't Ruzi. Our honor as the Grand Generals will only tarnish with his addition.
I get it. Feeling a little replaceable, are we, Victor?
Don't be absurd.
Aw, are you worried the Emperor likes Maxime more than you?
Gustav!
Well, all jokes aside, don't worry. His Majesty's only having fun with his new toy. That's just his way. It'll pass.
top details are as follows. That's all. Vannergan, move out.
Enemy at the gates! What? Damn it. They've come already? We haven't recovered from our retreat from Ipsaria yet. Can we hold out?
We only need to drive the enemy force back, not engage them fully. Hold the line and do not pursue. Attack! Let's do this!
Intercept the enemy!
Let's end this!
Who's this? Need more training.
Sorry.
How about this?
Who's next?
You're so weak!
Give me all you got.
Charge!
See how tough I am?
Let's get it on!
You ready?
Watch out!
All right.
Watch out! Give me all you got.
You ready? They're tough.
Open fire!
I'm not drunk.
Take this!
All right.
Let's do this!
Get lost!
This'll be a good one.
Yeah, let's take him out!
What are you looking at?
Come on, don't be so stupid! Who's next?
Commander down!
All right, time to cut loose.
You ready?
Underestimate me.
Here I go!
I'll be fine.
Let's do this. I swear I'm not drunk.
What are you looking at? Out of my way!
All right, let's do this! Raging wind!
Cut loose. I got this.
Take the offensive!
Watch out! Hot!
You ready? You okay?
some serious. Underestimate me!
No, you don't!
Not good! Fall back!
How about this?
Let's go all out!
Didn't have what it takes.
Watch this!
Let's do this! Don't be so serious. I'll show you how a real man fights! Who's next? You're so weak!
Keep it up!
All right.
This is what war's about.
Watch out! Huh? Give me all
It's
you got!
over.
You ready?
I swear I'm not drunk. Huh.
All right.
All right, let's do this. I'm not drunk. I'll show you how a real man fights. Let's take him out. You're so weak.
Who's next?
Hoorah! Take it all the way. Well, I guess that's that. You're no match for us. This is great. All right, time to cut
Give me all
loose.
you
You ready? Who's next? Who's next?
All right, let's do this. Time to cut loose.
Feel better?
You ready?
This looks easy enough.
Who's next?
This looks easy enough.
All right.
Need more training.
I'll get ready! Burn!
Don't let it get to you!
All right, let's do
defensive.
this. All right, time to
We
cut
can't
loose.
do this!
Retreat!
I'll murder
Raging wind! All right, this on for size. Good work. See
Give me
ya.
all you got! Dodge this! Easy! See how tough I
Push
am?
through.
Watch out! Hot!
On the search. Yet. All right.
Commander down! Mission complete.
Haven't hit my prime yet, you know.
At this rate, we'll be wiped out. We need to retreat.
Oh, we have no choice. Fall back!
Not so fast.
Hold back. My orders were to not pursue.
Yeah, but...
We're going to allow our foe to flee before our very eyes? Dear, dear, the mind of a commoner is incomprehensible.
The mission's over. Return to base.
Please, wait, Amlet. You've explained so little to us. Even if you are a skilled captain, this is going too far.
With this, the Imperial army at Ipsaria's borders withdrew completely. And just as the traitors had planned, the lieutenant colonel was called back to the capital. Going forward, let's discuss Violet the traitor and her other persona.
Good evening, Mr. Leonid.
Margaretha. What a pleasant surprise. Why, I was just thinking of you.
Of me? Oh, I'm flattered. Even if it was just a lie.
It's not. I wanted to see you, especially tonight. To think I still had some luck with me. It really is astonishing.
Margaretha?
I suppose you can't help but be surprised. This aspect of her isn't touched upon in the history books. Margaretha was one of the names she used.
Violet the traitor had many relationships with Imperial officers for her reconnaissance. It's written she would steal information and kill them to destroy the evidence. That said, I think they went overboard by calling her an unprecedented femme fatale.
Yes. For her honor, I will tell you this. She never killed any of the officers. In fact, she was too kind for a spy. Violet would send her intelligence in coded letters that only the traitors could understand. The recipient of those letters was Amlet, who was also in the military.
Jackpot. There's gonna be a Grand General posted there.
It appears that Avaloon has become a location with more significance to us than Jutland.
Question is, which one?
So there are things even Violet can uncover. Regardless, it's good news. I anticipate it'll be Admiral Gustav.
Gustav's sharp. The Empire's best tactician. He knows how to handle a weapon, and is rumored to be the most skilled of the Grand Generals. If Ruse is bolstering its defenses for winter, they might rely on Gustav.
Could be the big Galouche, though.
We'll find out when we get there.
Please do. That said, what worries me is when precisely a Grand General will be deployed to Avaloon.
Yeah, because it's smack dab in the middle of our prep time. Almost like they already know Jutland's invading Avaloon.
You think we've sprung a leak?
It's always a possibility. We are in a time of war now. The military, parliament, business world, even those in town are suspect. The only people we can trust is us five.
Doesn't matter who comes. We're taking Avaloon. We'll get to the Emperor one step at a time if that's what it takes.